Hi my honeys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm gonna be doing this very soft, very natural summer makeup. I was gonna say glam, but it's not glam. It's very soft and natural. So I've been wearing my makeup like this for the past few Sundays. Like now that I go to church, I do like something very soft, but yet still pretty, glowy, fresh. I hope that makes sense. So I have all of my products here on my vanity and I'm just so excited to actually get started. And today I'm gonna be talking to you guys. So I think you guys probably have had enough of all of these voiceovers. I am just really excited to sit here and actually tell you guys what I'm doing, what I'm using, and all that good stuff. So before we do get started, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And with that said, let's get started. I'm gonna start off with my brows. So I've been rocking just like the fluffy, 2021 brow look lately. And as you guys can see, I do have already a lot of like natural hair. Like if I wanted to, I don't even have to fill them in if I don't want to. But for me, I feel so weird because once I apply all of my makeup and my brows I feel like they kind of look washed out, if that makes sense. So I at least want to apply a little bit of color in them. But I've been loving doing the more fluffy brow lately. First thing that I love to do is go into my Anastasia. This is her brow freeze and I've been using this non-stop, as you guys can tell. And I still haven't even hit pan yet. Like this has seriously lasted me a long time, and I do love to use it with a disposable spoolie. Now for me personally, I just love to use these and just throw them away, but one of my followers actually made a good point. You can actually just maybe wash this and continue to keep using it since you're only using it on yourself. Totally up to you. I personally just love to throw them away, maybe because I'm just so used to it. In beauty school, like all of these disposable lip wands, mascara wands like this, we always just throw them away because due to sanitary reasons. And if you are working on clients, you don't want to use this on your second client. So I'm just used to it. So I do like to apply it on the back of my hand. My hands are clean. Just an FYI, make sure your hands are clean. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just start to just slightly feather my brow up. Now, you guys, this product goes a long way and you don't need too much at all. I've noticed that when you apply too much product, the brows look kind of just stuck there. I mean, yeah, it's gonna last you a lot longer, but for me personally, I like more of a fluff. And they don't necessarily have to be super like messy, you know what I mean? Like I personally don't mind if they're just like feathered in like this and I call it good, and that's pretty much it. And what I also like about this stuff, you guys, is that it doesn't dry like right away. It's very fluffy and you have plenty of time to move the product around. So I really do enjoy that. I feel like when I used to use soap, it would dry up so fast and I was just like you don't have any room to like move if you need to move any hairs. And I love this product just because you have time to move and adjust your brow hairs. So I do let this sit for a few seconds while I do the rest of my face, and then towards the end I do go into my eye pencil and I start to add hair-like strokes in my brows. Moving on to the skin, I'm gonna go into this Too Faced Hangover Primer. I'm obsessed with this. You guys know that I've been using this for many years here on my channel, and it's just so good. Like sometimes it's like a love and hate with like silicone-based primers. I do love that it does blur out my pores whenever I use a silicone-based primer. But I don't like the dryness of it sometimes. And so, I mean, it does leave your skin pretty on the matte side, which that's a plus too. But sometimes I also love to feel very refreshed, hydrating, especially if I'm gonna slap on a matte foundation. I just love something more hydrating, and I just love the way that my skin feels in this, so that's why I love to use it. And I'm pretty much just applying it on my T-zone, which is the areas where I mostly have my the most imperfections, but also it's the area where I sweat the most and then where I get the most shiny and oily throughout the day. So for foundation, you guys, well, it's not really foundation. I'm using a CC cream from e.l.f. I've been so obsessed with this stuff, you guys, especially because it does have 30, I was gonna say 50. It has 30 SPF in it, so you can feel safe wearing this throughout the entire day, especially here in Arizona where you have sun all year round. And so I love to have anything that does have SPF. I'm going into the B Bella NG306 foundation brush. I love this brush so much. I don't have a personal discount code with them, you guys, but their prices are very affordable. I will link this brush down below for you guys if you are interested, but I love to use these two, or I love to apply my CC cream with a brush. You can also use a sponge, but I feel like it does soak up more product. If you do want like hardly anything, then I would definitely recommend to go in with the sponge. But I love the coverage that this brush gives, so I'm gonna apply it with that. And it's literally just one pump like you guys saw. And I just like to apply it very, very lightly. I don't go into more product. I literally just use whatever I have on the brush. I like very light, minimal coverage lately. And I feel like once you go in with like your powders, concealers, I feel like it just, you know, it's a lot already as it is. So I just like to use whatever I have on the brush. I do take it down my neck, behind my ears, especially if you're gonna be wearing your hair up. You wanna make sure the back of your ears, you apply some foundation, and on your ears, just very lightly. You don't wanna soak your ears with the CC cream or foundation. You just literally have to go in there very, very lightly. I do go on my lids, just make sure that everything is covered. So for concealer, you guys are gonna be in shock. Like normally I like go in with concealer, like super in, but lately very, very like minimal. I don't use as much anymore. I know, it's crazy. So I'm gonna go into the one size. This is our Turn Up the Base concealer. I'm in the shade medium 3G. So I also did a review on this if you guys want to check that out, and I thought that the color was going to be too yellow or too golden, but it actually turned out to be just fine, and I've been really liking this concealer a lot. So this is pretty much what I'm doing. Like that's it. And just a little bit, not too much. I literally just like to go in with just a little bit. And look at this zit right here. I don't know where she came from. Well, me llegó Conchita, my period, so maybe that's why. But literally this is all I'm doing is applying the concealer where I normally have like redness or just like some imperfections that I just want to conceal. And that's pretty much it. Like I don't go in at all with too much. To blend it out, yes, I'm gonna blend it out right away. I'm not gonna let it sit there. I'm gonna go into my B Bella makeup sponge just to blend this concealer out. And I'm using, as you guys can see, the sponge has like this double thing going on. I literally just use the butt and I just start to blend out this concealer. I do go on top of the lid as well, just to, you know, so that everything looks nice and even. You can also use a brush if you want to just blend out your concealer, but I like to use a sponge. It looks more natural. And you just want to bounce the beauty sponge. Just bounce. All right, the concealer is all blended out, super natural, right? Like it doesn't look super cakey or heavy. So this next part, you guys, I love to go in with my bronzer. You guys already know that I love to go in with damp skin. Now, I'm not gonna go into any cream bronzer. You definitely can do that if you want to. So I'm gonna go into the Patrick Ta For Face palette, and I just love how it gives me a nice natural looking glow. Nothing too crazy or heavy. And you can find this product, you guys, at Sephora. And I just apply it right here. And you guys can see already, like it's just super light, very pretty, and nothing too orange or too gray. And the reason why I love to apply my bronzer right after my skin's a little damped, I don't know, I feel like it just applies a lot better and it doesn't feel like too chalky. I felt like whenever I would set my face with powder and then I would go into my bronzer, I feel like it just looked very patchy and dry. So that's why I don't like to go in with my bronzer once I've set my makeup. Sometimes I will. I guess it just depends on the mood. If I feel like my skin, you know, looks and feels amazing, then I totally don't mind. But for the most part, I feel like my skin's always like, you just never know with my skin. I don't have perfect skin. So I just love to apply it once my skin is damp and I'm done blending out all of my creams. For my nose, I just literally just take it down to the sides. I don't get too like precise with it. For my blush, you guys, if you guys can see, I'm already applying it. I'm going into the Bite Beauty. This is their Daycation Whipped Blush in the shade Melon Mojito. I just been really loving this blush. You can apply it on top of your powder. After it will literally glide on no matter, you know, what steps you have done. So, and I just love how rosy it looks. Like, look how pretty this looks. I have been obsessed with blush like creams like this. I've never been a fan of them before in the past because I always thought, oh my god, it's just gonna make me look oily and greasy, and you guys, that's definitely not the case. Like, it just literally looks so beautiful on the skin. You can also set it with a blush powder, and it will literally not budge and go anywhere, and the cheeks just look so rosy and so wet. I don't know. And then I do go in and I set it with some powder so it doesn't look as shiny as it does here, which you guys will see in just a second. Okay, so now it's time for powder. So I'm gonna go into my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I pretty much just bake underneath my eyes just a little bit. And I am gonna go into my sponge first. I just love to blend out any, you know, lines underneath my eyes just to make sure that everything is nice and like smooth and flat. And then I do go in with my powder just to bake a little underneath. I don't let it sit for too long, but because I still have oily skin, I just want to make sure that my T-zone is nice and matte. That way it does last a long time. For the eyeshadow, I'm not gonna wear much eyeshadow, to be honest. Do you guys remember the bronzer that I used to apply around my face? So I'm gonna go back into that same bronzer from Patrick Ta and taking this brush from the Morphe x Ariel brush collection. So it's pretty much what I'm doing is just applying the bronzer in my lids on the crease. Like, it's literally not perfect. I'm just applying bronzer pretty much all over the eye. Just to give it some color. I'm not gonna make it too like fancy. For eyeliner, I'm just gonna go into the Morphe. This is a Spill Tea, right? T-Spill eyeliner. And I'm just gonna apply a very small wing towards the outer corner. And then for lashes, I'm literally doing just the outer corner lashes. These were a full band lash, and I just cut them down the middle. And I just pretty much use what's in the inner corner lash to apply it towards the outer corner. And then for mascara, actually, I'm going to curl my lashes first. And I love this Morphe eyelash curler. It is so good. I feel like it curls my lashes really nicely within like the first, what would you call it? The first curl. For mascara today, I'm gonna go into the Beauty Creations. This is their thickening mascara. They just recently launched, I believe, 3, and 3 of the mascaras do different things like lengthening, thickening, and I forgot what the other one did. Volumizing, volume adds volume. So I'm just gonna apply this, and I love mascara wands like this. I don't know why, but I just do. So now I'm gonna just slap on the lashes. All right, so we're pretty much almost done, you guys. I'm gonna go back into my spoolie, and I'm just gonna pretty much brush. As you guys can see here, the product from Anastasia, it's very, like, you can still blend it out. Like, it's not super like gel, you know, or like the soap, El Jabon, where it dries up very fast. So you can still move it around. And so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go into my pencil again from Benefit, the Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade number 4. And all I really do is just create hair-like strokes like this. And I just follow my natural hairline, or my natural hairs. I don't know why I said line. And that's like pretty much it, you guys. I just fill in my brows and create a nice fluffy brow. So for my lower lash line, you guys, I went ahead and already applied some bronzer. So I'm just gonna apply some mascara. I'm not gonna apply any nude eyeliner in my waterline. You guys know that I always do that. I've been loving keeping it just as natural as possible, so I don't put anything in my waterline. For the highlight, I'm just going into these Ofra to this Ofra mini highlighter in the shade Rodeo Dry. For the lip pencil, you guys, I'm going into the Color Pop. This is in the shade Brink. And then for the lipstick, going into Bite Beauty's Power Move Soft Matte Lipstick in the shade Sugar Buns. And then I do like to take my finger just to like pat down any extra product that we might have on the lips. And that's pretty much it, you guys. I don't normally do a lip color like this for church. I mean, sometimes I will, just because the face is very natural, very soft, you know, and that nice pop of color on the lips looks very, very pretty. So I'm gonna leave that up to you if you do want to do that. Sometimes I'll even just go in with a nice clear gloss and call it good, and that's it. And with that said, you guys, that's pretty much it for today's makeup look. This is what I normally do when I don't want to put too much makeup on, especially on Sundays. I love to look pretty, but yet not feel like I have so much makeup on my face. I will take a nice pressed powder with me in my purse in case I do need to touch up throughout the day, because it is more than 100 degrees here in Arizona. So I do get oily. I'm human. I have pores, so my natural oils will peek throughout the day. So it's always nice to have like maybe like some tissue or blotting paper, blot your face and then pat down with some powder. I always do that. I still hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. I love sitting here and talking to you guys, you know, and just telling you what I'm doing, why I'm doing things, and I will list all of these products down below for you guys if you're interested in any of these products. I love them and I've been using them a lot. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot to set my face. So I've been using the Desi Do Me Over Prep, Set, and Refresh Face Mist. You can apply it right after your makeup or before, or you can also take it with you. It's a little big, so hopefully she comes out with like a travel size. And once you blot your face and, you know, set it with powder again, you know, slap this on. But I love the packaging. It is super, super cute, very aesthetic, and it doesn't smell like anything either. And one thing that I really do like about this, you guys, is that it sprays so nice. Like, watch. Like, you can hold it down and it sprays like a spray. I don't know how to explain that, but it doesn't spit like a camel, if that makes sense. It kind of has a little scent to it. Like, I don't know how to explain the scent, but it goes away right away. This makeup look is also really great, like if you're gonna go on vacation, you don't wanna wear too much makeup, like if you're gonna go out to dinner, but you still wanna look pretty and put together. I would definitely be rocking a makeup look just like this. And my skin is not perfect, you guys. I have a lot of, you know, pores, imperfections, but what the hell, like I still wanna rock a nice, you know, soft makeup look for the summertime. And who cares? Who cares if you can see your pores? These are like my most insecurities, like my deep pores, but you know what? I'm gonna rock them. Diosito me los dio, and who says that we can't wear soft, pretty, natural makeup? And it's because I always think of girls who have like the perfect skin, right? And like they are rocking like hardly no makeup at all, and like you can't even see their pores or anything like that. So I always thought to myself, you know, I need full coverage. I need to be beat even during the summertime. I don't care anymore. I'm gonna rock, you know, very minimal, you know, natural soft glam like this, and I've been loving it. I've been loving my own skin. With that said, you guys, I love you so much. Thank you again for all of the constant love and support. I see you guys every single day. Again, I will list all these products down below for you guys. Before you do leave, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in my next video on Thursday. Besitos, los quiero, cuídense, and I'll see you soon. Bye.